To Puerto Rico now, where progress is being made in getting fuel to the island's nearly 3.5 million inhabitants. Fuel is seen as the key to getting supplies to those who need them most. And while the improvement in the supply chain is still slow in San Juan, beyond the big city, it is a much different story. Contessa Brewer reports tonight.
Outside the Trailer Bridge terminal in Guaynabo, truckers wait for the gates to open. As the logjam slowly clears at the port of San Juan, only 20% of commercial containers have been picked up, and confusion lingers. Drivers wasting time searching, worries about fully fixing the supply chain.
We really need and push for our customers to pick up the containers, but as well unload them and get them back to us so we can put them on the barges and get them back empty to the States and keep that supply chain moving.
Outside the metro area, the situation is starker and somber. We drove the length of the island and along the southern coast. No area is untouched by the storm. Downed electrical lines, only 5% repaired, but crews hard at work. Less than 20% of cell phone towers operate, and crowds of cars cluster so their drivers can call loved ones.
Yeah, we have no water.
Running water's a problem on the whole island. Big business see this as a big problem.
They needed us. They needed us to not think about business, to not think about profits, to not think about how quickly we get the operation up. They needed us so that we give them a purpose to somewhere to come, and somewhere to get support, to get refuge.
Lufthansa flew in 80 tons of supplies from Frankfurt, food, water, hygienic supplies. The facility has no running water and only power from a generator, so brute strength was needed to push open the hangar door. But what these 400 employees have is a great team, a lot of hope, and support from their bosses. The visible military presence has increased around the island. So has fuel supply. 70% of stations now have gas. Though lines are long, the stations are beginning to lift the ration limits. And food, water, and other necessities are beginning to move. Plaza Provisions supplies dry goods to Walmart, Sam's Club, and Costco, among many others.
Plaza Provisions has so many orders, and those orders are so big they simply can't keep up. They say 16% of the trips that were supposed to happen today will have to be put off till tomorrow. The good news for them is that all the truck drivers but one have showed up for work, and yet still 10 employees at this location alone are still unaccounted for.
There's still some that we have not been able to reach, and we're very concerned about their safety.
These businesses need their workers, and Puerto Rico needs its businesses back up and running to fuel the recovery. For Nightly Business Report, Contessa Brewer, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.